The live guys are ready? Yeah? Yeah. Ready? So I welcome all of you guys. Right. Good evening. Yeah. People on the live, can you hear me? Yeah. Confirm me in the group if the audio, everything is clear. Right. Good evening to everyone. From today onwards, we'll start calling by names, okay? Yeah. But I can't remember, of course. We'll try. Chalo. Yeah, it's clear. Okay, guys. Today, what we'll do is that we'll try to have a short review of the paper, the examination that has happened recently. You guys do already have an idea with respect to the chapter names, right? Yes? Yeah. So, based on that, we'll have a rough idea. We'll go through the question paper as well. We'll have a review and then we'll move on to the next one. Is that clear? All of you? Yes? Confirm me. Everybody in the group as well. Confirm me, everybody, right? Chalo. Now, so if you can see, what is the heading that I've written over there? Average and lengthy paper. So, when compared to the last attempt, especially this time, we can say the paper is little better, but it's not easy. It's little better when compared to the last paper, because last paper was very challenging. The July paper was very challenging. It was literally that paper was the reason for what can I say, more than 90% of the students who have failed in group 2 has failed in SCMP last time. Are you able to get me? So you can imagine what kind of a paper it was. Okay. So when compared to that, this is relatively what? A big sigh of relief. That doesn't mean that it's an easy paper. Still, it is what? Challenging only. Are you able to understand? But it's a lot more manageable. That's the right word. It's a manageable paper. So let's look at the chapter wise marks once. If you can see, I've written PME. PME means what? Performance measurement and evaluation. How many marks we have got? 18. Although still, according to my expectation, it could have been much more. Okay, because this chapter deserves a lot. According to me, always I stress upon that this is the most important chapter, but we have got somewhere around 18 marks. It could be even more than that. So normally it should be somewhere around 25 to 35 marks is what we expect from this chapter. So there's a little bit of variation. Now that is bound to happen. So it cannot be what? Exact. Are you able to get me? Yeah, all of you, it cannot be exact. That's one thing, right? MBE, modern business environment, we have got how many marks? 20 marks. This is a little bit 5 marks more. Normally, we would anticipate how many marks? Approximately 15. A little bit more. Same goes with cost and management techniques. We were expecting somewhere around 15. It came around 20. Decision making, also a little bit more. We generally expect around 10 marks. It is how much? 15. Pricing decisions, somewhere around 5 to 10 marks only we will expect. So it is within the range. But one particular attempt, it was more than 30 marks, 30 to 35 marks it has come from this particular chapter. The very next attempt, it was 0. Are you able to get me? And now, as you can see, it is 5 marks. So that is why I'm trying to tell you that you cannot expect something to happen in CA final SCMP exam. This is what I've been telling for quite a long time. Are you able to understand? You got this? Right. And there's a chapter called LSI. Here I've written LST. Sorry for that. LSI, Lean System and Innovation. There's a TPM. From that, we have got only 3 marks. Now, that's a surprise factor because we expect at least 15 marks from this particular chapter. Are you able to understand? But we have got only how much? Very less marks. Almost nil. Because last 2 attempts, there is a lot of importance that was given for this particular chapter. So, this attempt ho gaya. You got this? But this was considered as one of the most important chapters. But we expect around 15. But it's gone. Standard costing, this is exactly on par with expectation. We always expect it to be around 10 marks. Exactly, it has come for 10 marks, so no problem. And there was one particular topic, Kaizen costing versus standard costing. It has come for 5 marks, and transfer pricing has come for 20 marks. This also, according to me, a little bit more only. It should be somewhere between 10 to 15. It has come a little bit more. So little bit more here, little bit more here, little bit more here has been taken away from which chapter? LSI. Otherwise, it would have been more or less balanced, and here also it should have been around 25 marks. So that's why if everything goes as per our expectations, we would have told it's a easy paper, but it is not an easy paper. It's a challenging paper only, lengthy paper. It takes time. But when compared to the last attempt, whoever has faced last attempt, they will feel that this is, if at all you hear somebody saying that this paper is easy, they would have written what? Last attempt. So for them, it is like laddu. Are able to understand? Because they have seen so worst that when they see this paper, they'll be like, thank you so much, ICA, you know. But people who are writing this particular attempt for the first time, for them, it will be what? Challenging paper only. So that's why you could hear mixed talk right now from the students. The reason is this. So whoever has written the last attempt and they have written this attempt, for them, the paper is lot more easier. But whoever has written this attempt for the first time, they will find the paper challenging. 50% of the questions, 50 to 60% has come from the ICA sources. Around 40% has been what? New questions. Are you able to understand? Which obviously only because of concepts you will be able to manage, right? So this is how the paper was. Now let's have a look into the paper once. So this is the first question. Okay. So this is from a chapter called Cost and Management Techniques, and this is for 20 marks, which is a compulsory question. Okay. And from our power notes, it has come as it is in the sense, of course, our power notes is based on what? ICA only. So we could rather say it's come from ICA directly. So I've given the page number as well, page number 90 to page number 101 in our power notes. Which one? The color notes we have got, right? Around 300 pages from that. Okay. I've given the page number as well. Those who have got it, you can verify as well. Right. Coming on to the, so it is manageable. This is not a difficult question. It's a compulsory question. It's manageable. I can say above average kind of a question, because pretty much you can have cut, copy, paste here, most of the theoretical part. Little bit you need to work it out with your brain. Apart from that, this is a manageable one. Right, moving on to the next one. If you can see this, here also I have written it's copy paste. Copy paste means it's directly from what? The theory that is given by ICA, and it is there in our power notes as well. This is the second question, and I've given the page number as well. The concept is customer lifetime value from MBE chapter, and I gave the page number in our power notes. What is that? Page number 277. Once you get, you can see the power notes once you receive that. Okay, right. Moving on to the next one. This is again a similar kind of a model question from your ICA itself, which obviously we have done in the class. So we have done similar question in class. Those who have already seen it. Okay, and so which means this is from ICA. Are you able to understand? So it's a 90% similar kind of question. Here and there, little bit of tweaks will be there, but that's, we can't expect more than that. Okay, so once you have done the problems that is given by our ICA sources, you should be in a position to what? Solve this one as well. So it is not a difficult one, but it is manageable. Right. Now coming on to this one, fourth one. As you can see, discuss any 5 differences between standard costing and Kaizen costing. So this was specifically given in our power notes. I gave the page number 142. It was not given in ICA, but indirectly there is a case scenario based on this particular concept. So those who have not followed our power notes, what they have to do is that they have done a case scenario. From that, they need to pick up the theory and write this as a solution. Are you able to understand? Those who have studied our power notes, I have specifically given. There is a table. In the table, I have given standard costing versus Kaizen costing. They just need to what? Copy paste that in the exam. Kaam ho jayega. You got it? Right. Moving on to the next one. So coming on to next one. If you can see this, again, this is based on decision making, break-even point question. So this is a pretty simple one. Everybody could have done it. And next one is, it's a direct theory question. Analyze any 5 factors contributing for low customers price sensitivity. That is from pricing decision chapter. Again, it's a copy paste. It is there in our power notes. I didn't have time to search the page, but it is there in our power notes as it is. You just need to lift it, paste it in the exam. You got it? So majority of the things, if you can see, it is straight away what? Lifting and pasting most of the times. But there are certain questions where you have to use your brain and then try to what? Think and do. That's why it's a balanced paper. This is based on economic value added. Are you able to understand? So this is from PME chapter, performance measurement and evaluation. That's a good one. It has been done. It is not something that will affect you. So it's a normal one. Similar model is there in your ICA. If it is there in ICA, it is there in our material, because our material have all the questions from what? ICA. That's it. There ends the matter. So which means both are nothing but the same. So it is exactly a similar model is there. So if you would have done in the classroom, this is done. Simple. So no problems whatsoever. This is the only part which I didn't like in this paper. This is based on shareholder value added, SVA, and that is removed from study material by your ICA. So it is not there under your syllabus, but still it is asked. So we can't do it. We can't do anything. All we can do is, I also thinking of sending a mail to ICA. That's all maximum that we can do. Beyond that, we can't do anything. Are you able to understand? This happens because of lack of communication between the people who are preparing your study material, between the other team which is preparing what? Question paper. That's the problem. It was there in the older study material, but after that it was removed from what? The study material. But then probably these guys would have asked the question from what? The older ones or whatever it is. We don't know how they've asked, but this is a kind of a mistake which is not acceptable considering the kind of level ICA is in. Are you able to understand? Many students have messaged me also asking this. I told them that if our time is good, ICA will give what? Grace marks. As a part and parcel of our duty as a faculty, we'll send mail to ICA. But whether they'll consider that and give us the grace marks, we don't know. Are you able to understand? It may happen with an announcement. It may happen silently also. Are you able to understand? So that is something that is totally uncertain. But this is something that should not have happened. So that has happened. So we can't do anything, right? So that 6 marks is something that's unexpected. Right, coming on to the next one. This is based on TPM, and that's easy, right? Again, it's from your ICA, similar kind of a model. Yeah, and coming on to this one, performance measurement in a not-for-profit organization. This is again, straight away the concepts are lifted from your ICA itself. So it is again expected. I gave the page numbers as well in our power notes, 201 to 203. And this adapted balance scorecard, I gave the page number as well, 203. So it is lifted from your ICA. Are you able to understand? So those who have regularly studied the theory, those who can remember that, they can easily manage this. Now, if you can't remember the theory, then it is gone. Are you able to get me? So that's why it's really important for us to remember what we study. Are you able to understand? That's what I've been stressing from day one. It's important to remember what we have studied. Are you able to understand? So which means we have to do revision, which means we have to do timely revision. So if you don't do that, you can't remember. If you can't remember, then these kind of things will become very difficult for you. So as you can see, all these are theory only. Everything is theory so far. Majority of the things. That's why I told you this is a theory dominated paper. Right, moving on to the next one. This is again from decision making. You would have heard it. Indifference point, and this is cell or further process. So this is a pretty simple, manageable question. Are you able to get me? And this is a problematic one. So I think even in your CA Inter also, you guys would have remembered this particular concept. I don't know, right? But this is a very simple one. I gave the page numbers as well in our power notes, 13 to 15. Indifference point we have discussed. Page number 42, cell or further process we have discussed. So if once you know that, it's a relatively simple sum. Right. Moving on to the last one. This is reconciliation from standard costing. When compared to this, we will do a lot more complicated sums in the class. Are you able to understand? Ray, those who have already seen our class, for them this will be a cakewalk. But what I'm trying to tell you is that this paper, as I told you, it is manageable provided you have studied whatever that has been given in the class. Are you able to understand? Our power notes you have studied? Fine. Of course, which is based on ICA, but it has been made better. That's it. Okay. And after that, whatever that you have studied, did you remember? That's a simple question. Answer is yes. Definitely you will be in a position to get more than 60 in this paper. Answer is no. And that's absolutely whose mistake that is. Exactly. That 6 marks is ICA's mistake. But apart from that, the remaining, you will be in a position to what? Comfortably do this. Are you able to understand? Yeah, but at the same time, it's not an easy paper. But at the same time, it is not a paper that is really what? Difficult. Like the last attempt. Are you able to get me? You got this? So this is the review of the examination that has happened. So for the next attempt also, my advice for you guys would be just keep your tactics pretty simple. Are you able to understand? Going through multiple authors' books, trying to do as many problems as possible. These things aren't going to help you if you can't really appreciate the concepts. Are you able to understand? So our focus should be on what? Learning the concepts. And then when we are trying to do a problem, what we have to do? Just prior to that, concept should have been done for that particular sum. Then do not look at the answer. Okay? Read the question, think for a moment how we can apply that particular concept to that particular problem, and that's how you learn slowly. The majority of the students, the mistake that they do is they try to look at the solution straight away and they try to understand the solution. So there you are not learning, you're actually what? Understanding. So what you're doing is auditing actually. That will not help you to solve what? New sums. Some of the students specifically who are of the opinion that this paper is difficult, they belong to this kind of a category where they would not have put their pen on the paper and would have practiced sums on their own. Are you able to understand? So if you don't practice like that, how will you know how to train your brain to think? Are you able to understand what I'm trying to tell you? So all you do is you try to be in a comfort zone. You don't want to trouble your brain. You don't want to irritate your brain. You want to be in a comfort zone. And then question, answer. Try to understand the answer and then go to the next one. Question, answer. Try to understand the answer. Go to the next one. Question, answer. Keep the calci. Try to understand the answer. Go to the next one. If you're on this sort of a preparation kind of thing is going on with you, then only if the same questions come in the examination, exactly similar model, you will be in a position to do it. Anything that is out of box, anything that is little bit new, see, it is new, it is not difficult. Just because it is new doesn't mean that it is difficult. There is twist and all that. Are you able to understand? But even though it is new, then we'll not be in a position to what? Solve it. Because the moment you see it, you become uncomfortable. Why? Because this is something that I've not seen. But a guy who is strong in concepts, the moment he sees it, he'll not feel uncomfortable because he has already got used to it. Because all the problems that he has already practiced, he has already practiced problems which are new. New means what is there in ICA only, but without looking at the solution. Are you able to understand? So he feels very much comfortable because he got used to that. His brain also feels very comfortable. So there is no tension in the examination hall. His brain works efficiently. He will solve it. It's done. Are you able to understand? So there is always something called a right way of learning. And this is what you guys need to do. Everybody, I'm telling you. Come out of your comfort zone. As long as you are within your comfort zone, success will not come. It's as simple as that. Are you able to get me? Bol rahe? Not only here, Nana, just use your common sense for a moment. What you will do after you become CA? 90% of you will get into jobs, correct? Once you get into jobs, there you have to solve problems. For that, you're being paid a lot, right? And the kind of problems that you get over there, will that be the problems from your ICA sources or your examination material? No. Then what you will do? You'll search for a similar model then? Or you'll call me? It's a simple question, isn't it? You need not be an Einstein to understand what I'm trying to portray over here, right? It's a simple common sense. Are you able to understand? So that's the reason there are CAs who are just earning 20, 30, 40,000. There are CAs who are earning in crores. The reason is this. Both are having the same CA certificate, isn't it? So if CA certificate is going to guarantee you everything, then every CA should be earning same. Because all of them has passed eventually, right? Are you able to understand? Yeah, got it? All right. So that's what you have to understand, right? Right, guys, all of you?